Tell me what you wanna do. I got exactly what you like. A little sauce, a little bite, a bit of hood, a bit of nice, just enough to get you right. We fight all day, make up all night. You can't deny my attitude. I got my own, I can't deny, but damn, I'm confident. Ain't nobody ever made me feel
good, people. Happy Friday. Hey. Oh, what's up, stranger? Hey. You know what it is. It's Friday night. Doing what we do. Waiting on my favorite person. Hey. Oh, she got that.
Yes, 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 yes.
I love it.
Woo! I hear a little black girl magic going on.
What's good? What's good? Friend.
Nothing. What's that popping in the background?
Oh, you heard it?
What's that popping in the background?
It's so funny because normally if I'm doing something like this, I can be real like quiet about it because it's like I ain't tripping. But I don't know. I think it's the corona. It's like if you go
Coronavirus.
Go hard or go home. Okay?
It's go.
So that's right. We bumping new music by Wildflower. What's up, Stacks KC? I haven't recorded new music that I could like put out that's on all platforms in a while. So I'm excited. We're gonna release it a little more.
It's so fresh.
What'd you say?
The sound is so fresh and so exciting and just so just so what it is. I love it.
You listened to it this week?
Yes.
See, that's a friend.
Am I not a fan? Am I not a fan?
If you ain't a fan, I'm a fan.
If you ain't a fan, you what? What?
No, I love it.
Definitely.
Thank you. I'm like totally excited. So this week should be fun. Just getting people to listen and participate, and I don't know, I feel real free about it. Like, this is what I did. I feel cool about it. So check it out. It's called Black Girl Attitude. It's on all platforms right now. And I'm featured. I'm just a feature, y'all. So don't be mad if it ain't the whole song. But I'm on with my guy, my favorite guy, 40 West. And so, yeah. So I'm excited about that. So I'm going to work on some more stuff. But for now, we got a Corona single.
For right now, you got a Corona banger. We gonna say it's a banger. You know what I mean? Ain't no need to, downplay the situation. That thing is banging. So congratulations on your new single out there with 40 West. Y'all killing it as always. Just a wonderful what do they call it? Not a combo, compilation, not a compilation.
Compliment.
Yeah, just you guys compliment each other so well. I love it. And your rhyme, your rap, your verse on there, it's awesome. So way to go.
Okay, so
and
it's not Black Girl Magic, but I call it Black Girl Magic all the time. It's Black Girl Attitude. So Black Girl Attitude, check it out, Spotify, wherever. Listen up. So I'm super excited.
We always go down the road of Corona because Corona is the reason why we're here. Like, if there had not been a Corona, then we would not be, joining you guys in front of your phones or your computers or wherever you're joining us tonight. This would not be our reality. Mm-hmm. But it is our reality. And Angela, at some point you started saying this was a part of how you unwind for the week, right?
It is. It's like our Friday turn down. We know that we're going to do this. And sometimes it's hectic to get here, right? Because the more the world opens up, the more sometimes we're busy on Friday nights. But, and I see you, Trigger. But we make it. Did you see what he wrote?
Where?
He said,
wait, you talk.
He's referencing. So that's Jerry. That's Jerry from the SOG.
Oh, the Trigger. Trigger.
In the play. No, in the
I
play.
know.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
So anyway, we had an insider right there. But we are happy. It is good to be in the house of the Kiki once again. DJ Sincere, we gotta get him a T-shirt or something, Charlotte.
DJ Sincere, you gotta be a guest. Like we don't really
DJ Sincere and DJ Sweat. We need to throw a party.
Yeah, no, DJ Sincere, DJ Sweat, y'all keeps it popping. Y'all are loyal, and since this is our 17th show.
17 shows, Charlotte. The thing is, y'all gotta know about Charlotte is that when you sign up to do something with Charlotte, you better commit. She gonna call you. She gonna be like, "What's up? What's up?" And you know, but everybody has somebody on their team that keeps them like. And I'm somebody. If you hit me up, it's like, all right, let's go, let's do it. You know what I mean? So
so push or pull. So push or pull. Compliment.
Yes, she is really, really instrumental that this 17th show is happening. Cause I know you I'd be like, no, we got to do it. Charlotte gonna call. Charlotte gonna be like,
you know, because Corona get you, but because it is a part of our, you know, it is a part of what we do to kind of wind down. Because afterwards, it does feel really good. Because sometimes you don't have things in our life that some things we're continuously working on, and a lot of things we can get to a point where we're done with. But this is like, once it's over, and you be like, stick a fork in it, it's done, and we can look at that and capture lesson learned and move on to the next time, right? Yeah. But this week, what we're talking about is self-care.
Self-care.
Let me just grab a candle.
What you got? Namaste. What you got, girl?
It's just a little candle.
I like it. We love props around here in the house of the Kiki. We're prop girls.
Why not? Why not? And so in Corona, it seems as though sometimes we don't necessarily practice that self-care. Anybody out there, have you guys have carved out some time for your self-care? Let us know what you do for self-care. Self-care can range from so many different things. You know what I mean? It could be time by ourselves.
It is, and I think we broaden that, right? When we talk about, you know, when you start really attaching it to the truth. Not like the concept because you read in a magazine, and it always, to me, felt like self-care was like putting cucumbers on your eyes. And it's like, no, girl, this is deeper. This is making sure that your spirit, your mind, your energy is in alignment, right?
Right. No, it is. And it's one person in my life, like, I didn't really care. I mean, all my friends, Angie, you, Adrian, I think Adrian Renee is in here tonight.
Deep stuff. Did you ask them what they do for?
Oh, yes. Baldwin. Okay, Adrian does walking outside. DJ Sincere meditates every morning and burns essential oils? I love burning essential oils. What's your favorite essential oil, DJ Sincere?
Made for you.
Okay. Baldwin Speeches. JR does it all. I go to the nail salon once a week. It's so relaxing. I know Fiona Harvey, she has a couple of self-care tactics. Drop them below, Fiona, if you have your self-care tactics. Thank you, everyone, for sharing, because that's what this is a place for. It's a place that we can share and synergize. We can get energy from other people and understand what you all are doing. So some of those things we can, utilize ourselves, employ those tactics ourselves. So thank you very much. Demario says, Demo Ford, driving with the windows down and no music.
Can I think that's because that reminds me of swimming. If y'all my friends, y'all know last summer I was a swimmer. You know I go through phases, right? And I was like, I'm going to swim every day. And I love swimming. But when you're down there swimming, it's just you in the water. It's a really interesting thing because if I work out, I use music. So I'm feeling more on sometimes the sound of space and time as you're surrounded. It's just like, and all you got is your thoughts. I miss the water. I want to swim. I ain't swim all summer.
Don't bring that up.
I see you.
A bit of hood and a bit of nice. Oh, yeah.
Like my line that I wrote on there. See, Jerry's giving me love on this song right now. And so that means the rest of y'all got to at least go and see if he's lying.
Yes. But no, I agree with that, Angela. When you do go swimming, now it's Egyptian sandalwood for the smell, peppermint for focus, and eucalyptus for... Well, you got a whole little mixture there, DJ Sincere. because this month
Come on.
this month is actually self-care awareness month.
Yes.
DJ Sincere, you gotta come back because you gotta share your essential oil regimen.
Can we have
with us.
DJ Sincere on as a guest?
Yes,
For
of course.
self-care month?
Yes, I mean he has a whole regimen.
Ritual.
Yeah, in the morning, meditation, essential oils, and he has all the, he uses them for their various reasons. So DJ Sincere, we're gonna be hitting you up. So come on, let's do it. Hey, Black
Adrian.
Superman 003.
Adrian, are you out there, Adrian? Can you find Mrs. McCaskill?
She was in there. She was here.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. Oh, journaling.
Yeah.
Journaling.
Oh, there she is. Journaling. She's an advocate for journaling. What I wanted to say is that it's really hard out here to just carve out some time for yourself. But what self-care really is, it is a way for you to ground yourself, and so that you will not become exhausted and you will not become depleted by just the worries of the world. It's a way for you to fill yourself back up so that you can give to others, so that you can be all that you can be. You know what I mean? So I have to say this is that Angela, Adrian, Renee, they were always like, hey, like, Charlotte, slow down, chill out. But then there was a person that came into my life via you, Angela, and a lot of good things have come through my relationship with you. Thank goodness for Angela Melise Polk. And her name is Shamika. Shamika came into my life, and she really, spoke to it. She was not like, she spoke about it, and she was about it. And I'm like, well, hold on. If this boss can figure it out, I think I can. Let me figure it out. So she's a guest with us tonight, and she's going to talk about her journey and the things that she does to ground herself, and how she, imparts upon her, the people around her, to live their best lives and to feed into themselves.
You know what I'm loving too? Is that a lot of times people hear self-care and they think women, but tonight we got fellas in here, we got gentlemen in here who are telling us about their self-care. And I think it's so important that we all take care of us, that this doesn't sound like some lady-like thing.
No, it's everybody.
Catch it? You didn't catch it.
Lady-like.
But, it's, hey! Okay. So, but, this is for everybody. So we're in for a treat because she don't be up late on Friday nights playing with us. Okay?
She don't play with us.
She's about her self-care. She's about her business. So the fact that she's joining us tonight is a treat.
I'm excited for you guys to hear about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of here.
You got
it. And then Angela, you and Shamika, y'all get into it because I got a lot I'm about to go grab my Corona notebook.
Okay.
And I'm about to jot down some things because
hold on, we can't start this. If I'm gonna do this, you gotta do it right. I gotta put on my interview glasses.
Where are my glasses?
Now I'm ready, Charlotte. Now I'm ready.
Get your glasses, because this is about to be lit.
Look at your interview. Props. We love props, people.
So I'm gonna grab my notebook and hear all that Shamika has to tell you. So I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll be back.
I'll be right here.
We'll be in the comments.
Okay. So you guys, welcome to Kiki and Kimono. It's that time. We love to have a special guest, and tonight is the specialist guest. This is like my best friend, one of my best friends on the planet. So, Mika, get ready. I'm bringing you in. We're introducing you to the people. The people need to know. Let me see. Do I have some music? Oh! I was reaching for the music, girl. I like a good intro. Mika, how are we? Welcome to the Kiki! Do I see a fan over there?
I am so beyond excited. I'm just happy to see myself. I was like, I'm really trying not to mess this up.
Girl, you look
so happy
cute.
to be here.
Let me wait, Mika, can you angle your camera down just a little bit more so we can see you a little? Yeah. Or that wasn't Mika. We had to get them the dead on so we can catch the we catch the kimono. Okay, we catch the fin. We got the stem.
I got me one good stick, and I'm
So,
pointing on
ladies
two
and gentlemen,
ends.
you
So
see
she
why
ready.
she wins. She never shows up short. If we say these are the props, the girl showed up without. You are, Charlotte, get an award together. This is the best prop. This is the best participation we've ever had on the show. So,
Well,
and the
thank
coordination,
you.
little Vivi with the drip, she get it good. Okay, we're going to get into this. Self-care. Welcome to the Kiki. So, as I was trying to say, this is one of my best friends, our best friend. She's my best friend, but then once we're best friends, we're all best friends. Because how we going to talk to Charlotte and not talk to Mika? We all talk every single day. Am I right?
That's
and
right.
This is, we've been friends forever. Like, this is my college roommate, my freshman college roommate. But she know better than to say when and where.
You taught me well, honey. These lips are sealed.
She's been around long enough to know we don't do that. But, so, and I love this because Charlotte's been my best friend since like 6th grade. I know Charlotte since 6th grade, so that's like a whole nother life. But my freshman year, my whole adult life, I've known Shamika. And we've been best friends since the first day we met. Okay, but that's not what this show is about.
Day
this
one.
Show could be about anything right now. But we want to talk about Shamika because she does an amazing job balancing her work life, personal life. And I know it's been a journey to that. So let's just tell the people who you are and kind of set up why we celebrate the way you move through the world so much.
Well, good evening, everyone. First of all, thank you so much for having me, Angela Wildflower. I think you're doing a great job. I really feel like lucky number 17 to be here. So thank you for having me. This is fantastic. I've watched so many shows and they've already blessed my life. So again, I'm just so happy to be here. As Angela said, we met at Spelman. So we have been day ones and down like 4 flat tires ever since then. When I think about, it's like, how do you introduce yourself? Well, first, I'm a kind, God-fearing woman. I am, in no particular order, a mother, a wife, an employee, a boss. And I mean that in just, when I come across, I feel like I'm unapologetically myself. And that's just come with years of growth. So I'm a very confident woman. I'm a very just genuine woman. And as Angela said, I have pockets of friends, but I have my do too much crew, and it's just a laundry list of goodness that comes from that crew. You got encouragement, you got the truth warrior, people that's there in your corner, and people that's going to help you play devil's advocate and just see beyond what your reach can see. So I will stop there. Like I said, I'm super excited to be here.
Me too. I didn't know I was going to be this excited. I can ask you 1,000 things, but I'm going to stay focused. Because, Mika, we did Corona together. Me, you, Charlotte, and Adrian. Definitely. Yeah. We faced, I feel like, the darkest days together. We were a little like, what's going on? And so I watched you. Now, you've mentioned that you're a mother of 2 little cute people. And so then Corona hit. You're an engineer. You're a successful engineer. You're a boss. And literally and, figuratively. And the Corona hit. And, oh, my God, you became everything at home. You became a kindergartner teacher. So I want to really talk about, like, what that journey was and how you made your way back to self-care, because I know that was a moment where it was like, go for it.
Yeah, that was some real stuff, and I needed every second of my tribe during that time. I learned so much more about myself. It's like, what more can I learn? I learned more about my husband. I learned more about my 2 kids. I would say it was a very challenging time, and I was in a unique position where my son was finishing 1st grade and his school completely overachieved with several websites that he needed to log into and paperwork to pick up, drop off, fill in. And my daughter, she was just pre-K, so her curriculum was small, but they literally just switched places. Like my daughter's the kid, when you go into her class, you don't know if she got a heart, a X, a double X. You don't know. It's like, how we do today? And my son, you know, he's a sticker kid every day. Teacher's Pet, Principal's Award every month. That's just who he is. And they flip-flopped on me. It's like this kid's got 11 subjects, 5 hours of content, and he's not interested in doing anything. Smart as all get out, but absolutely no motivation. And it was challenging for me because, you know, when I thought about self-care and some things that I used to do, I would go to yoga class. I would get my nails done. I would go get a massage. And all these things kind of involve go getting somewhere. And all these places were closed. So it's just like the walls were just kind of caved in on me. And I'm really good at doing the absolute most, hence the do too much crew. So even if I say, hey, I'm going to take a break on work and focus on my family, then that just means I'm going to do too much with the family. So it's a constant, you know, balancing act for me. And during Corona, oh my God. I mean, I meditate, but I had to really surrender. You know, there were moments where, like, I think Adrienne said, you know, she goes for a walk. Like, that was my saving grace, just to get out and walk for 15, 20, 30 minutes. Because my husband was gone to the office every single day. And I was like, okay, and I felt like this was God's plan. This was his design. I'm always a mission essential employee. And all of a sudden, I'm home. And that's my priority. Going to work wasn't even an option. It's like 4 months went by, and I was like mom, chef, teacher, after school prep. I was wearing so many different hats. The maid. I was trying to figure out, why is my daughter sweeping all the time? Oh, because I'm sweeping all the time. Like, so it was a divine blessing from God. But self-care, it's almost like I had to reinvent myself. It's like just when I had it down, I felt like I got this. I'm going to hit this traffic, turn on my audio book, hit yoga on lunch, hit yoga after work. Like I had it. And it just completely flipped upside down. And I was back to square one. I mean, I think I was 4 weeks in? And I was like, yo, my car hasn't moved. It's just been in the garage the whole time. And that started mentally messing up with me. I was like, am I just not going to drive? Like, this is weird. Like, we were like, 4 weeks in? And I was like, okay, y'all, every Wednesday, I'm going to just get in my car and drive. I don't even know where I'm going. It's Corona Street, where I'm going. But it was like, I'm just get in my car and drive. And it ended up being a trip to the grocery store.
I was thinking you started going to the grocery store. We were celebrating. We'd be like, girl, you ready? You about to go? You in the car?
Right. Yes. I was going live. Like, yo, I'm about to go to Whole Foods. I ain't even about to get nothing. I'm just, because I'm Instacarting everything. Because I'm like, well, the end is near. I'm not going to go in here and get these germs. But I would pick like Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. when I knew the grocery store was empty. And I was just on cloud 9. And I was like, when did life get that simple that all I needed was a trip to the grocery store to get a whole peace of mind all over again?
So what is it instinctively that starts to warn you, like, yo, it starts becoming that yellow light that's like, you getting close to red, you better get to the grocery store. Like, what do you find? How do you know when that moment comes?
I would say a couple of years ago, I took yoga very seriously. I think that was 2016 because Vivian was 1. And I kind of went in there like it was AA Anonymous or something. I was like, look, I can't do this overwhelmed thing. I don't like feeling stressed out. My back hurt. And so I kind of went in there with an intention that said, I know these feelings. I don't like it. Help me keep calm. And back then it was my back. Like my back would flare up. And I had that under control. So I would say during Corona, I felt like, I don't know. I know it was sort of my back, but that wasn't completely it. I think it was weird. Like I would go for a bike ride and literally I wouldn't even be riding a bike. I would just fall off the bike. It was just weird things. It's like, how did that just happen? Like, and I think it was just
out of balance.
You're out of balance. It was like you're doing too much. It's just sometimes just do nothing. It's like I'm trying to get it all in, and sometimes I just need to go sit in a corner and hide, or because I don't do that well. I got to be so busy. So I think this time around, because that's the thing. I had a good regimen in the morning where I would go work out. I kind of had that going for me. I would drink my water, drink my tea, get my morning started off right. But it was the quirkiness. It was just like, I mean, I was really banging it looked like I was losing fights with raccoons coming back home. And I was like, I don't even know how I did that. I was like, this bike I've had since 2011, this is crazy.
Yeah. So what do you say? Because we also have mentioned you're a mom, so that was home life, but you're also a mogul, boo. Like you are in corporate America. You work at a really high level. What do you do there at work? Like, do you have some self-care tips? Like at work, y'all about to like get it. I'm about to show y'all my black girl attitude, but I'm not. I'm just playing, and that's a positive thing. But somebody wants to get it, and I got to get back in alignment. What is it that you do?
That's a good point, because I've learned over the years to really be myself. I've always been professional and presented myself well. But it's funny because people know, they're like, don't make that soft side of Chicago come out of her, because it's like, yeah, you gonna get it. You gonna get exactly what you asking for in the most professional manner possible.
Oh, I understand.
But it's funny you ask that though, because I feel like it's like when I came into 2020, I had 3 focus goals. One of them was disrupt my routine. And so that was like, I run so much, I'm trying to do more strength training. So I had little key areas. And so, and disrupt my routine, it's kind of like, I can still tend to be at work and just go way too hard. So I know before I would go to the gym, because I know if I'm going to meet with this one person, we all know that one person and how the outcome's going to be. It's like, first off, I can't meet with you on the fly. Give me like 15 minutes, right? I just need to go to the restroom, just kind of collect myself. And I feel like back then I would do the gym. Like I said, I would do a whole yoga class at lunch. But now I feel like my reinvention is I literally have gotten to a point where I might focus for 60 minutes or 90 minutes, and it's like pinned down. Like if I'm in that Joker at 8:30, it's like, okay, 10 o'clock, I'm walking away. Like hands up, whatever the last interruption is, because there's always somebody coming in, I'm out the door. Whether I'm walking around the building, I'm going to my car, putting on a meditation for 8 minutes. Like, I feel like it's constantly evolving, because I haven't actually gone back to a yoga class yet, right? So that's not really an option. The gym is closed. I can't go to the gym. That's not an option.
Right.
So I feel like I'm constantly reinventing myself in that way, which is, I can be so intense. It's like, just give yourself a break. And literally within these Corona times and getting back in the mood and the swing of things, I literally just walk around the building a couple of times and go back. It's like a recharge.
I love the word reinvent, and I love this concept, because even as human beings, as just depending on what you believe in as Christians, we get to make ourselves new. You know, this concept, or even when you deal with kids and they get those boards and it's like, I can make a different choice. And the power to know that, okay, this day wants to shift in a negative way, but I honestly can just reset. Let me take a walk. Let me go sit in my car. Let me reset, reinvent this moment, who I am in this moment. I think that's powerful for all of us to walk away with tonight, knowing that we have the power to reinvent moments. Come on. We ain't got to lay in this moment that doesn't feel authentic to who we are in the world. It's like, you know what? Pause, breathe, meditate. I love that you say you meditate at work. You give yourself about 5 minutes. And I think people forget because they meditate in the morning or at night, but like, who are you today?
Oh my, I mean, that helped me during Corona as I was the teacher and all wearing all those hats. There were like moments where I'm like, I can't sit here and scream at this kid. It's not going to go anywhere. I would just go put my pillow over my head and hit the surrender app, like the surrender meditation. And it would just shift me.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. And it's like, when you don't do that, you're going to say some things you're going to regret. You're going to speak in the negative. And and my daughter, you catch more bees with honey with her. She's a love person. I got to love on her to get her to correction. I can't yell at her. I could do it, but she gets a kick out of it.
Yeah.
So it's like when you're in alignment and when you're like, you just give yourself that clarity, that time to breathe, you can just respond versus react, I guess. It's like, okay, now I got a calculated response. And it's like magic.
You made me think about something too, like how God gives us self-care, because your daughter, the way you have had to expand yourself to communicate with her is some form of self-care, because it teaches you how to like constantly be this compassionate person.
Yes.
And as you're doing that for her, you find yourself giving it back to yourself and to others.
Yep.
So your energy totally shifts. It's so interesting who he places in our life to challenge us and expand us in ways that we weren't expecting. And that what protects us, because he's still our greatest protector. He's the ultimate self-care,
Yes.
you know?
Absolutely.
So that just hit me when you said that about Vivi. I saw that DJ Sincere said meditation does a lot to set the tone for the day. You can use meditation to manifest so many positive things.
Yes.
Yes.
I agree. Amen to that.
Amen.
Because
you know, and
I
we are
used
all
to
about
do it.
manifestation. I think
Yes.
when we think too about our tribe, when we self-care, y'all are my self-care. Woo! When things are going crazy, the fact that I can call this place that don't never let me down, that always got something.
Yep.
Okay, hold on, let's think through, let's dust it off. It's gonna be all right. You know, whatever that is, I know without a shadow of a doubt, this source offers that. And so amazing self-care is tribe, right?
Yeah, and absolutely. And I agree wholeheartedly with that meditation comment. I know that's something that I committed to, I think around 2017. And I was going strong. Every morning I would get up and that's how I would start my morning. And then I started kind of switching it up. I might walk in silence or run in silence. Like I stopped running with music a lot because I just want to clear my thoughts. But to get up, and for the women out there to hold a plank for a minute right after the meditation, because we got to keep that core right. That's my new reinvent myself, trying to do the plank after the meditation. But my point was waking up in that silence, even if it's just 10 minutes, you're going to get clarity on something. You're gonna be able to set the intention of your day. Like something's just gonna come in your head, or sometimes my head is so all over the place. Just giving myself that 15 minutes, I'm like, okay, I needed that. Like I kept my brain was jumping all over the place. I couldn't even hardly just stay in the presence of the meditation. I was like, here. So I actually, you know, within the last, I would say 3-4 weeks, I started getting back on that floor. It's like, okay, let's just get that silence. Let's level set right there, because there's other forms of meditation, but silence is golden. It's just golden.
No, you're so right about taking those moments. I had read something once that said you could count like backwards from 25 to 1, like when things were bothering you, and I was starting to do it, and it's like, whoa, this really does slow my whole world down. Now you gotta commit, because sometimes you in a space you don't even want to count. I ain't counting right now, right? But then you go ahead and you're like, okay, 24, 23. And
just
before you know it, whatever you was amped up about it, ain't even no big deal.
And that's a great way to meditate too, because it's like your brain be all over the place. It's like, man, was I 18? It's like, that's a good way to know too. Like, man, you got a lot going on.
No, that's real. That's real. Mika, we also have to give you a big Kiki and Kimono shout, because we always talk about the gifts that Corona gave us. But like watching you, and it was amazing. Y'all should have witnessed it. We should have been filming. Watching you be the kindergarten lady every day. You was on a whole other one, you know, and you are so dedicated to whatever you touch. So it was the same work ethic that your company gets every day that was going into those kids. But here at the end of Corona, you've been promoted on your job. You are elevating to new spaces. And I just we just want to toast to you and your elevation, because you deserve it, because it's graduation, you know. And yes, boo, I didn't know if you had your.
Thank you.
That's for you, because yes, and I hope y'all out here giving her some Kiki and Kimono shouts, because this one really deserves this moment. And now we're about to watch you go to the next level of elevation. And your self-care at this next level, girl, because we're adding another layer to an already layered situation.
Come on, church.
Come on.
We
church. Are like totally going to be here giving you energy so that you can shine in this next season. And congratulations, boss woman. We got another boss woman. I saw Toya coming here. And I wanted to call her business name, and now I can't think of it. But we got boss women in the building. And so this is beautiful to be able to celebrate you and your accomplishments. And I know Charlotte wants you to keep coming back. She feels like you have a lot of self-wealth. Woo.
Yeah, I mean, thank you. Thank you so much for that. Congratulations. And I got to tell you guys, it's an experiment, really, because I was so headstrong, as Angela said, in my career. I mean, I could only see the sky. It was no limit. And just from being pregnant with my son, I was like, ooh, I can't lose. I can't mess this up. You know, I was really pumping the brakes real hard. And my son just turned 7 last week. And I felt like I took like a 7-year hiatus, meaning, you know, I stayed in my career, you know, but I played it safe. Like I wasn't, you know, weren't going to send me over to Australia. Like we were pumping the brakes on a lot of great opportunities just for the sake of me having, you know, hands-on with my family. And over the corona, you know, I felt so fortunate that women reached out to me, 2 women in particular, executives, and was like, hey, you know, and it was kind of a mentoring discussion. And I just felt a warm welcome. And then I kind of started getting that itch again. I was like, I got to get out here. You know, I got so much more to offer. And, you know, my youngest is 5. They're more independent. I feel like I'm communicating more with my husband that says, hey, this is what I need. I got to get out of the house at this time. Something else I feel like I said, I'm serious about this reinventing myself. I feel like 2 big changes I made, not change per se, but enhancements, is the 5 a.m. club. I've read Becoming Michelle Obama. She's near and dear to my heart. And I read over this chapter like 3 or 4 times. She talked about getting a nanny. She talked about going part-time. I said, wait, did she say she woke up at 5 a.m.? So I started doing that, and it was just eye-opening. Charlotte recommended an excellent book, 5 a.m. Club. I recommend it for anybody. It's just a regimen. At the end of the day, whatever time you wake up, you just need 60 minutes to get your mind right and get your headspace right. So that's been major for me, like the 5 a.m. wake up situation. And I invested in a life coach, and it turns out it was kind of organic because she was like my mentee little sister at Lockheed Martin when she started, but she went off and got certified. And I said, you know what, I want to support you. And I know she's fantastic. And we're like 4 sessions in, and she's already unlocking, you know, and holding me accountable. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to come up with a weekly plan. Like I've been talking about that Sunday plan, but talking and doing it is 2 different things. So it's like she's an accountability partner that I got to check in with every week. It's just a tune-up. It's like stuff we know we should do, but we kind of slip and slide. It's like it's just keeping me right where I'm supposed to be. Because I was like, I started getting out of the house by 7:45. Now it's 8. Now it's 8:15. I got to get back over here, you know, because you start going into those old ways. So the 5 a.m. club and this life coach, I feel like it's just going to take me to the next level. And then we're going to see what we're going to reinvent after that.
Girl, where we going from there? The sky is the limit. I'm just like, I almost sat here and was like, let's sing the school song. You know your school song? Spell me thy name, we praise standards and honor.
You ain't right.
We'll never faithful be. You took a sip on me. You shady. Y'all, we had to learn the school song. That's Spelman. This is my Spelman sister. We all know the Spelman school song. How random is that? We love you. You must come back. We got to know about your journey. We got to know what happens next. Because this is an experiment. And one of our other guests let us know we reserve the right to change our mind. And I want to empower you with that, because you might step out into these seasons saying, no. Because our only goal for you is for you to be happy, and that makes you our ultimate success. We do not want you out there unhappy. You ain't impressing us. You've already impressed us, boo. Ha!
Aww.
We impressed.
You're so sweet.
We are.
Thank you for all the love and the encouragement.
So you ain't got to do nothing else for the people. Everything you get to do for now is for you. So that's self-care too.
Yes.
That's the ultimate self-care.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So we owe it to ourselves to be true to ourselves. And I feel like that's been a big lesson for me, you know, trust myself 100%. That little voice in the back of your head, that subconscious, give it a seat. Put it right there at the table, because it matters. And a lot of times we kind of mute that voice. But if we follow that voice, we're going to get to the yellow brick road. See what I did there?
Drop it on the people on Friday night.
KCK.
Friday night. They need something to pick up.
So
love you. We're going to get Charlotte back in just to wrap it up. You know how we do, but we'll see you again. We are so happy that you joined us. Best dressed.
I tried to give y'all a little decorations in the bag, you know.
Listen, we are here for the decorations. We are here for the chopsticks. We are here for the spa glow. I'm picking up what you're putting down, okay? I love you.
Thank you so much, Angie. I love you too. Love all of you. Thank you so much.
In the chat.
Yes.
Bye. Oh man, you guys, how fun is this? That was amazing. Okay, I want to just get Charlotte back in for the last second. But wow, that was fun. It really is fun to kind of interview your friends and just hear their take, because it's so genuine. It's so genuine. Thanks for y'all hanging out, stopping by. DJ Sincere, we love hanging out with you. Hey, I saw so many people. Coterie Theater stopped in.
Wow. Wait a second. That came back like in 2.2 seconds.
But
it was like Shamika and the Orchid.
A minute on this side.
Well, it took a minute on that side?
Yep.
I was like, I hit yes, and here I am. Wow, that girl. Somebody said in the comment, that girl good.
What they say?
That girl good. Somebody said in the comments, that girl good.
Because she good.
That girl's good.
She's a
Come back. You know, she had so much to tell us, and we only have such a short time, but this whole month is Self-Care Awareness Month. And I feel like
Shamika, Charlotte booked you for the month.
I did.
Charlotte, don't do that.
She did. I said well, she got a lot to say. Well,
but she
and I said okay.
But she knows she's welcome to stop by to Kiki any good time.
All I have to say, there's some gems that when people are speaking and they're dropping gems, if you're outside of a jewelry store robbery and you see some diamonds flying, you don't walk away. You pick up those gems, you put them in your pocket.
If you know what's good for you. If you know what's good for you.
Okay. Because she talked, what she said.
Tell everybody, Charlotte, though.
Okay.
If anybody follows me and y'all follow me, I meant to tell everybody that she is who had that epic Beyonce birthday party last year. Okay?
Wait.
People were like, where are you? You know, when the marching band came through and she did the whole Beyonce routine, like, my friend is amazing, because yes, she's a boss. She's a boss where she needs to be a boss, but she gonna boss the dance floor. She gonna boss the clothes. Like, she shows us no mercy.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because you know whose birthday it is today?
Who?
Beyonce.
Is it?
Beyonce.
You better be lying. I should have done.
Is it the 4th? It's September 4th, 1981. The world was blessed with the entrance of Beyonce. Giselle Knowles.
Girl,
is that her middle name?
If I had known that, we would have played some Beyonce, because Beyonce practically is the third member of Kiki and Kimono. We talk about her a lot.
She's all in our feed. We talk about her, and that's so spooky because we never really post a lot, but they know we like Beyonce.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? It's not like we always like, we do love Beyonce, but it goes without saying because we're not haters. It goes without saying that we can't hate on Great. It's not like we even considered ourselves one of the Beehive. But I feel like if somebody watched on here, they might think that.
No. What we do, we respect her. We respect her because of everything that she does, whatever she represents. You can't, it's no denying someone who is impeccable with every step of the way. And it's like she just paves the way for so many situations. Yep. But I wanted to say this. I had to say that because it is Beyonce's birthday, and we do love Beyonce. You got to give a little love up on a birthday because you know you love birthdays for real, for real. But the thing that Shamika told us was the time frames. She said she worked for 90 or 60 or 90 minutes. Then she puts the pen down and she gets a little bit of silence. She centers herself. Yes. And I really appreciated that.
Okay.
I appreciated that. And that was something that I found to be true because a lot of us are out here being very busy, living our lives, and especially the corona has gifted us with some things. And one thing that is gifted us with is with time and the gift of sitting still. So there's a lot of things that we are getting into that's eating up our time that are constructive, but yet still, we still need to take the time to chill out. So here's some top 12 tips for people who need to take care of themselves. Establish a morning routine, self-care routine. Shamika said that she does that.
Check.
Reward yourself. How do you reward yourself?
I don't know. I think with rest. I think when I actually sit down, I'm good to be like, you know what, you had enough. Sit down. I don't know. How do you reward yourself?
I think I reward myself when I just don't do anything. And it's kind of the same thing. It's like when I don't do anything and I just do the things that I just want to do because it's just what I want to do. Yeah. That's how I reward myself.
I think I do too. That's when it feels good.
It's just in the same vein, right? 3, speak to a therapist. Shamika does that.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. That's on.
Schedule days off. Now, truly. Now, that's one person that I got that from because I used to never take days. I got so much. I have so much leave at my job. It's crazy. And I'm just like, and my friend Latoya, she does that too. She takes days off. But this is just coupled with you guys telling me I need to do this. Toya taking days off. Shamika taking. It's just like, okay, it's all dawning. And they say sometimes it takes a while for things to really resonate.
Take a knee. That has always been Shamika's thing. She'd be like, I'm going to take a knee.
Take a knee. Okay. Then the next, automate what you can. And I think that's good. And that's kind of what she's saying. Talking about that, nanny. Some things you don't have to worry yourself with. We don't have our life. We can, whatever you can figure out that can go for itself, you do it. Let it do. Like even paying bills. If you can pay a bill, it's on automatic. Just let it roll. That's one less thing you got to stress about, okay? Get plenty of sleep. Reflect on the 3 best things that happened today. And that's an attitude of gratitude, right? Like, I'm thankful for the 3 best things because I can lament over the worst things, but I'm definitely grateful for the 3 best things. What's one good thing that you had happen to you today, Angie?
Oh, man, I was going to say that was so good. Today, I got to solidify a deal. I got to close a contract I was working on, and I got to do Kiki and kimonos today, and I got to I really liked my lunch.
What you have for lunch?
I had made some little crab cakes. Ooh, and I made
Corona Kitchen.
Yeah, I had some crab cakes and I made it into a sandwich. I was like, oh, I want a crab cake sandwich. But I was surprised I had it right in the refrigerator. So that made me happy.
That's a good one. That all those 3 were so good. Use positive language and self-talk. And there was this thing that was out there like, would you be friends with yourself if yourself was talking about you as bad as you talk about yourself? Like, would you be friends with yourself if you knew that person outside of your body? because sometimes we talk badly about ourselves, you know? We need to use some positive self-talk all day, you know, some positive affirmations about who we are, how we engage in the world, and what we're doing. We need to try to be positive and
I'm
just really get.
putting that. I just bought some. You know, I'm redecorating. We'll talk about that another week. But I bought some positive affirmations. You know, because I like to see that up and remind myself of what good needs to be feeding my
Yes. The next is make time for family and friends.
We do that.
You will never part. Okay.
Like, we got that one. We almost.
I think we got this next one too. Do something creative. That's all we do all day, go day.
That is so much creativity running through these circles.
All day.
What you doing today?
Somebody.
I'm making this. I'm making millionaires.
Good Lord. Somebody today.
I'm my apartment.
Oh my gosh. It's just, but it gives you that nice blood. It's like it keeps you pumping. It's just something new. Like, what's the next adventure? And it's just so much fun. It's just like, oh, wait, I got to tell this person this. Whatever. You know, it's just something special. Crush simple tasks first. And I feel like this goes back to the speech I heard, and it was like, I think everyone heard this, but from a Marine sergeant or something. And he said, every day, make your bed up every day. It gives you a sense of accomplishment. And when you come home at night, your bed is made and you can rest. So that's 11, crush simple tasks first. Alicia gives you that sense of accomplishment out the gate, right? Mm-hmm. And the last one is, pace yourself, set realistic goals, self-care. Self-care isn't just about, you know, these external things. It's everything, all the things working together. And if you set realistic goals, then you won't always be defeating yourself. Like if you set always pie in the sky situations, and sometimes we reach those pie in the skies, but sometimes we don't. And we don't always want to be just on the edge of success. Sometimes we just set the realistic goal and then set those big goals too.
But I think even that, I think every goal is realistic, but I think sometimes you do too much. It's like setting a goal that I'm gonna like clean the house, finish my papers, and make the train on time. Mm-hmm. It's like you set yourself up for failure when you woke up because that was too much to do before, you know, so you don't even have to think about it in big ways of limiting it. So it's just in the everyday little things. Yeah. Like, set yourself up with a realistic goal for your day. How many things and places and people can you see, and what can you do with this time? You know,
and I mean that's so true because they are the article you sent a long time ago. It was like why like habitually late people are always habitually late because they underestimate the time it's going to take. It's going to do all these things.
Yeah.
Pick one thing, Shamika. Like Shamika says, pick one thing.
Or you kind of got me started when you were like, yo, I mean, we shouldn't even say this out loud, but you was like, yo, 2 hours. You need 2 hours to get dressed. And it started, because I was still setting myself up for failure. See what I'm saying? My goal is like, I'm going to get dressed in 45 minutes. Something go wrong every time. At least with that 2 hours, it was like, not that I was getting dressed the whole time, but I could walk a little slower. I could think a little longer. If the outfit don't look right, I can make changes. I can walk to the train instead of running. You know what I'm saying? So those small goals count.
It is. And it really is because sometimes you want to put your best foot forward and we're just like,
oh, that's my best Charlotteism right there. She said, what do you say, Charlotte? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
One bite at a time is huge. Yes, it's huge, but it's not undoable. It's not insurmountable. You can eat this elephant. It's just going to take one bite at a time.
That's it.
So, yeah. So, we just got to learn how to carve out those things and try to figure, and this, just like everything else we talk about, there's not one size fits all for self-care.
No, it's not. But the only thing that fits all is don't forget about it. Don't forget about you. Don't get so caught up in the job that you don't take a day off. Don't get so caught up in the kids that you can't sit back and take that 10 seconds to breathe and meditate. You know, don't get so caught up in yourself and your own junk that you can't get out of your way. Like, we all have to pause,
Pause for the cause.
Slow
Pause
down.
for the cause. Because the thing is that it's true. Once, you know, and I'm now reading this book by Oprah. It's just a really delightful book. Things that I know for sure. And she's like, I know for sure that if at the end of your life that you're counting all the things that you're holding in your hands and not the moments that you were able to digest and love and be enriched by, then your life might have been a bit wasted.
Woo.
People don't want to. That's not at the end of your life. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What matters is the moment.
Yeah, those moments. That gave me chills because it's totally true. Nobody's going to get to the end of this thing. We lost Chadwick since we last were on here. You know, people that we watched on TV or respected their work. And it's like, we saw him doing all these films, and so many of us, I'm an actor, artist, you know, you look at people's career, and you don't know what people are going through. And because of that, we covet the things that we think are important. And that man was probably coveting each day as a gift. His family as a gift.
He was the epitome for doing for the culture. He knew. I feel like every step he took was for the culture.
Yeah.
He didn't do the role on the soap opera that was stereotypical. He kept going to the cancer patients, seeing those little people because he was doing it for them. Little bitty children. It gives me goosebumps right now. Standing up, Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever, man. Because he makes any of us feel like cancer is so rampant. It feels like every other day you're talking to somebody who might have cancer or somebody's dad or mom, whatever that is. But to see somebody fight it back, to kick it back in the butt, to not just surrender to it. That's the second time I have someone else close in my life that I've watched fight that this year. And their tenacity to fight back is inspiring. You know what I mean? And I think he set the stage that things are happening to us, but you can work through that. You know, somehow he found the strength to do that for 4 years. And he wasn't doing small roles. Like Black Panther wasn't no easy role.
And then when you start looking back and you see him, you can kind of see it in his face. You can kind of see that he was slim. You just thought he was slim. Yeah. But now that you know, you can see that wasn't a slim from working out. That was a different type of slim. And it's like that man persevered. Yeah. He pushed toward the mark because he knew it was something. It was, like he said, it was a greater path that he was on.
He understood the concept of a purpose-driven life. His whole life had purpose.
Oh, girl, purpose.
We look at all we have to say. We ain't got nothing bad to say. When he leaves us, he's fulfilled his purpose and left behind a legacy of the most epic movies that we've ever watched. You know, so his body of work isn't even forgettable. He will never not be a part of conversation. And that is a life well lived. So we can't measure things in length or time or amount. It is the experiences. We got 2 minutes, Doug.
Okay, with the 2 minutes, I just feel like what we're going to do this month, like we said, is Self-Care Awareness Month. And we're going to just continue to zone in on that because it's something that we all need to do. Because if we do that, then we can affect change in other parts of our lives. We can be more effective in other parts of our lives. So we're just going to keep doing that. And
doing what?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I wanted to play some Beyonce out.
Play some Beyonce.
Because it's Beyonce's birthday. But that means that everybody at home got to dance with us for Beyonce's birthday. That means Charla, Shamika, Adrian, DJ Sincere. I don't know if I'm even playing a good one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. This is when she broke. This is when she said, "Forget your Super Bowl." Happy birthday, D! I'm gonna have to type it in the atmosphere. Hey!
I hope y'all dancing. Afro.
even have a.
Take the country out, nigga.
I got hot sauce in my bag. Swag it, I want it. I stunt yellow bony. I work hard, I grind till I'm on it. I twirl on you haters. I burn on alligators.
All right, y'all.
I go hard. I go hard. Say what's mine?